So today I want to talk about a very important topic, why a lot of people who learn a foreign language for years can't even make a simple sentence. Actually, it's a very common problem. It happens all the time. I receive a lot of messages. I see a lot of comments. And people say stuff like, I've been learning English for 10 years in school, 4 more years in university, and I can't even make a simple sentence. So, this problem is very common. So, let's figure out why it happens. In my opinion, it's because of bad education. For example, in school, I am aware that teachers all the time they just give grammar tasks to their students, and that's it. Students don't learn how to listen. Students don't learn how to speak in a language they're learning. So, and it's a huge problem. If you never speak, if you never listen, you will never learn how to speak a language you're learning. So, what you should do, you should change approach. If you've been learning a language for years and you can't speak, it means that you did something wrong. So change something. Start listening to YouTube videos in in a language you're learning. Start speaking in that language. So it's very important. Uh, Grammar rules, I understand that many people pay a lot of attention to grammar rules. It's not the best way to learn a foreign language. So first, you need to listen, you need to speak. That's crucial. Another thing I want to mention about a teacher who is teaching you. So you need to understand, you need to make sure that teacher who teaches you is professional, that this teacher is able to speak in a language that you're learning. Because sometimes it happens that teacher can't even speak a language. So in this case, you can't learn because of your teacher. So also your teacher must talk to you all the time in a language you're learning. Without this, you will never be able to acquire this language. So the problem can be with the teacher, the problem can be with an approach that you chose. So try to change it. It's really important. Another thing I want to mention that, for example, in school, students are afraid of making mistakes. And I actually mentioned, I covered this topic in my previous video when I talked about why making mistakes is normal and even important when you learn a foreign language. So in school, you're afraid of making mistakes. And teachers make you fear this. So try to get rid of this fear. You need to be confident. Because when you're afraid of making mistakes, you never try to speak. And you end up with nothing. And you can't even communicate in a language you're learning. So don't be afraid and change approach, change method. So I always say that learning a foreign language, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. How you do that. Some people can spend 1,000 hours learning a language and they can't even speak properly. And another person can spend just 100 hours, and this person can even become not fluent, but this person can have a small conversation with foreigners. So you need to understand that listening and speaking skills are the most important ones. So that's my advice for you.